We have finally gotten a deleted scene from The Rise of Skywalker. Hey guys, happy May 4th. May the Force be with you all. As some of you might have known, usually Sony and I do a challenge video for May 4th that is Star Wars theme. But this year we totally forgot to plan due to everything that is going on. So I've decided to start this little series early of me talking about things from the Rise of Skywalker novel that we didn't get to see a lot in the movie, but is in the novel. I know a lot of you probably don't want to read the book, which is why I'm doing this video, but I highly recommend it because it shows a lot of characters' perspectives on things that was going on in the movie. In this series, I'm only touching on a few things, so I will be making a few videos about different topics. Like, this isn't just the only video. They also show like extra scenes that were like deleted scenes from the movie, and they show a whole lot of more stuff that, you know, I'm not just only talking about. I'm only talking about a few things, but if the book has so many things, like in every single chapter. But one of the deleted scenes that we didn't get to see at all in the movie, and that was in the book, is the one where Kylo Ren interrogates Chewbacca. Originally, this scene was meant to be in the movie, as we know from the concept arts by who I think was named Colin Trevorrow, or I think that was his name. I'm pretty sure you guys know who I'm talking about, but he was supposed to originally direct The Rise of Skywalker, and so they made concept arts, and this was one of the scenes. So in the book, Rae Carson, who is the author, she kept this scene in, which I am so glad she did, because Kylo Ren in all of the books has gotten flashbacks with Leia, Han, Luke, and throughout all of those flashbacks, we see all of his relationships with them. But we have never really seen what his relationship was with Chewie. But this novel has finally given us the answer. So here is a little monologue between the two. If you guys kind of want to read the Rise of Skywalker novel, then please stop watching and come back later to see the reflection on this part toward the end of this video. So I'm just going to be reading the whole part that it shows, and then I'll talk about it at the end. It was a quick shuttle trip back to the command ship, and it hadn't given Kylo Ren nearly enough time to prepare. He stopped before the door of Interrogation 6, rallying his thoughts. He had all the power now, he reminded himself. The Wookiees was his past. He meant nothing to him. Kylo opened the door. Chewbacca was shackled to the wall. He looked up at Ren, fear in his eyes. "I have not forgotten that you shot me," Kylo said. That wound had resulted in a defeat at Rey's hand. Had he been in top fighting form, the scavenger never would have gotten the best of him. With a wave of Kylo's hand, Chewbacca's shackles opened and clanged to the floor. He removed the lightsaber from his belt, dropped it to the ground. "Kill me," Kylo taunted. "I'm unarmed. Now's your chance. Have your revenge for Han Solo." Chewbacca had never been stupid, and so he made no move, but he growled dark and low. "Feel that?" Kylo continued merciless. "It makes you feel alive, doesn't it? That burning, the dark side, it makes you powerful. You understand that? The scavenger will understand it too." He sensed a sob of fear from the Wookiee on Rey's behalf. Kylo smiled, for he had just been given his way in. Chewbacca loved the girl. In time, he would love her as much as he'd love Han Solo, the way he never really loved Ben. Snoke had been the one to show him that. Kylo's voice crackled with rage. What was her mission? Where is she going? Give me the answer, or I'll take it myself. It should have been satisfying to watch Chewbacca wince in fear. Kylo should have felt pleasure in reaching out with the Force, inserting himself into the Wookiee's mind, and ripping away his memories and thoughts. Instead, it was exhausting. He saw flashes of the Wookiees laughing with a much younger Han Solo than he himself remembered. Felt Chewbacca's joy when his best friend married the woman he'd come to love like a sister. Saw the Wookiee cuddling a human toddler, teaching an older boy to fly a speeder, target practice with a young man, their blasters set on stun against a half-sword dummy made of rocks. Uncle Chewie, he called him back then. Nausea rolled around in the pit of Kylo's stomach. When he finally walked away from Interrogation 6, he got in what he needed. Surely the sense of triumph would follow soon. So overall, what I took away from the scene was how Chewie was to Ben when he was younger. Seeing Ben's inner thoughts about it was, I think, the best part. The reason why this is almost like my favorite scene of the book, because it's a scene we never got in the movie. And we can tell that Kylo feels like he has to feel this hate toward Chewie, but in reality, from seeing those memories, he doesn't feel hate. It even says he feels exhausted because he is exhausted from trying to be this evil person that is not truly himself. At a time, he did love Chewie as though he was part of his family. That's why he says the part like, Chewie never really loved me as the way he loved Rey, and Snoke reminded him of that, because we know that Snoke was like manipulating him, which obviously was not true, and I could kind of sense a jealousy in Kylo Ren reading through that, because while he does smile, I think like in his inner thoughts that he's more like, the way Chewie loved Rey was like the way that he loved Ben, and Ben thinks that Chewie doesn't love him anymore, but we all know that probably ain't true. Who knows? And I think Kylo just misses that. He misses that feeling. And you can even tell that at the end of going through Chewie's mind, it never even made him feel any better that he was treating Chewie like that, because he says, surely the sense of triumph would follow soon. He still cared for Chewie and didn't like that Chewie didn't like him as before. Kylo plays that role of pretending not to care, but in reality he cares a whole lot. This isn't just in this part of the book, it's in the whole book. We especially see that when he is around Rey. We can tell he truly cares for her, because his whole motive throughout the book is to not to kill her, it's to bring her to the dark side and join him and rule the galaxy side by side. Kylo's intention is not to kill anyone he cares about. We see this with Rey, we see this with Chewie, and we see this with his mom, Leia. But the people he doesn't care about, like Luke, and who he thought he didn't care about, Hans, he killed them, even though deep down, he does still care about them. And he thinks his intentions throughout the books are to forget the past and to turn Rey to the dark side. But as we all know, that isn't what he truly wants. Ben really wants to go back to his family. He wants everything to go back to normal. And he thinks by forgetting his past and turning Rey to the dark side that all those feelings would just go away. But in reality, we all know that it wouldn't ever make him feel any better. And we know this because Ben even says to Han, or I think it was Han who says to Ben, I don't remember, but he says there's something there that was like, you can't go back. Or I think Ben says like, I can't go back to her, which he's talking about that he can't go back to his mom, he can't go back to her after everything he has done. So we know from that scene that he has always wanted to go back. And this Chewie scene kind of provides some sort of evidence toward that as well too, that Ben Solo still lived in Kylo Ren all along. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know down in the comments, what did you guys do for this May 4th? I know I am doing a ton of things. I'm baking like Star Wars cookies. I'm getting this exclusive key thing for Star Wars, obviously watching a few movies, and working on some Star Wars projects that should be coming out soon. But anyways, thanks for watching guys. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to have a magical day.